Everyone in the village knew his face, but nobody would ever look him in the eye. The medieval executioner wasn't just feared, he was completely erased from society. And the secret life he lived will change how you see the Middle Ages forever. He couldn't eat in taverns, couldn't worship inside churches. Merchants washed their hands after touching his coins. His money was considered cursed, his touch contaminated. And yet the court couldn't function without him, so they paid him more than almost anyone in the city. He kept the clothes of every person he executed. He owned market stalls. He charged fees for his work. He was the wealthiest outcast who ever lived. But here's the darkest part. The job was inherited. His sons became executioners. His daughters could only marry executioners. An entire bloodline trapped forever. Medieval dungeons weren't just dark and cold. They were engineered to break the human mind completely. The most feared prison in medieval Europe was known for one thing: complete and total silence. Prisoners were placed in cells so deep underground that no light reached them. Ever. No sound, no human contact. Within weeks, prisoners began hallucinating, talking to walls, begging for any sound, even the sound of their own pain. Modern neuroscience confirms what medieval jailers somehow already knew. The human brain doesn't need physical torture to break. Take away light and sound, and it destroys itself. The most terrifying prison ever built didn't need a single torture device.
Medieval kings were worshipped as gods on earth, but behind closed doors, they were terrified. Most couldn't even read. They relied on priests who could manipulate the law. The golden thrones, the grand ceremonies, it was all just a show. And the food that would make you sick today? Peasants ate it daily, a foul stew called pottage, made from whatever they could find. But their bodies adapted. Their gut bacteria was so powerful, they could digest what would destroy a modern stomach. In a way, they were stronger. And they didn't sleep like us. They slept in 2 shifts, with a creative hour in between. Scientists now prove this matches our natural rhythm perfectly. People we called primitive were often more in tune with their world than we are.
Most people think they understand the Middle Ages, a dark world of suffering and ignorance, waiting for the Renaissance to save it. But that picture is completely wrong. What actually happened is one of the greatest survival stories in history. Today, I will tell you the truth about how medieval peasants survived, the real version. They woke at 4 o'clock in the morning, every single day. Not by choice, but because survival demanded it. The work and the cold would wait for no one. Their diet was simple: dark bread and a thick vegetable stew, eaten day after day. It was not luxurious, but their bodies were built to survive on it. That is not ignorance. That is not primitive. That is a strength that most people today will never come close to understanding. At the end of this, you will never look at the modern world the same way again.